how to fire your boss, move to paradise, and get paid to help change the world. You're listening to the Victory Podcast with your host, Shane Moran, author of The Victory Book, and one heck of a guy. Here's Shane.
It's a great day. Come on now. Shake your moneymaker. I know you want to. Come on, shake it up. Snap those fingers, wiggle those toes, put your hands together, take a deep breath, do whatever it takes, and most importantly, smile. Welcome to the Victory Podcast, episode number 1, and I am honored that you're here, and it's my goal for this first episode to make sure this becomes an amazing investment of your time. By the end of this episode, if you can say to yourself, now that was a great investment of my time, then my mission is complete. And so today's podcast is about the Victory Book and how to turn your goals and your dreams into victory. So I'm fired up. Why is that? Because today's really a historical day for both of us on so many levels. And to begin with, let's make a note of what day it is today. So take a look at your calendar. What is the day today? Now, what I want you to do is add 90 days to today's date, and then circle that date on your calendar or on your planner, and then write the word victory on that day, because this will become your victory day. That's today's date, and then add 90 days equals your victory day. And I'll talk a little bit more about your victory day later, but just make a mental note, or if you've already written it down, great. For now, let's begin our journey together with, and I'll do my best to paraphrase this story that I actually heard for the first time by Dr. Mark Victor Hansen of Chicken Soup for the Soul over 33 years ago, before there was a Chicken Soup for the Soul. And the story is about Bopsy from Phoenix, Arizona. You see, at the age of 6 years old, Bopsy was diagnosed with terminal leukemia, and the doctors gave him less than 3 months to live. And at the time, Bopsy's mother had the intuition to ask Bopsy the following, in my opinion, brilliant question. She said, Bopsy, if you had one wish and you could wish for anything you wanted, what would it be? And Bopsy looked up at his mother and without hesitation and said, if I only had one wish, Mommy, I wish I was a fireman. A fireman. A few days later, Bopsy's mother went to the fire station in Phoenix, and she spoke to the fire chief. And she told the fire chief about her son Bopsy and his biggest wish, and asked if she could come by one day with Bopsy and maybe they can give him a tour of the fire station. She said, I think it would really mean a lot to him. Well, this is a fire chief that had a heart bigger than the entire fire station. You can just imagine. And this is what he said. You know what? We have a little fire coat and a fire hat and fire boots, just like the ones that we wear. And they probably fit Bopsy perfectly. And if you can have your boy ready at 7 a.m. on Friday morning, we'll come by and we'll pick him up in the fire truck. Because Bopsy's going to be the honorary fire chief of Phoenix for the whole day. A few days later, just as promised, the fire chief picked up Bopsy and he got to ride around in the front seat of the fire truck with the fire chief the entire day. And he actually got to go out on 3 fire calls that day. And Bopsy was in awe the entire day. And you can imagine he was overloaded with enthusiasm and excitement. That would be an understatement to say that he was overloaded with enthusiasm and excitement. You can just imagine. As a matter of fact, Bopsy ended up living 6 months longer than any doctor predicted was even possible. And on the night of his transition, the nurse noticed that Bopsy's vital signs were getting weaker and weaker, and they're starting to diminish. And she had the presence of mind to call the fire chief. And she said, Fire chief, Bopsy's vital signs are getting weaker and weaker, and he'd like to see you one more time. Is there anything you could do? And the fire chief said, you tell Bopsy to hang on. We're coming and we will be there in less than 10 minutes. And if you can please make an announcement within the entire hospital that people are going to hear our sirens and they're going to see all the lights flashing. And if you wouldn't mind, please open up his 3rd-story window, because this time we're coming in by hook and ladder. And sure enough, less than 10 minutes later, 12 firemen and 1 firewoman came through Bopsy's 3rd-story window and they surrounded his bed and they held his hands and they were telling him how special he was. And at that time, Bopsy looked up and saw the fire chief, and he asked, "Fire chief, does this mean that I'm now a real fireman?" And the fire chief said, "Yes, Bopsy, you are." And with that, his death rattle emit. I wanted to start our journey off together with that dramatic story because you and everyone you love have goals, wishes, and dreams that have gone unfulfilled. And I would ask that you decide what it is you want, what it is that you really want, and write it down. And so the Victory book is about learning how to set too many goals rather than too few goals, because goals are like magnets that pull us forward into a greater, a grander, a more amazing future. Not now, but right now. In a short while, I'm going to introduce you to my Canadian friend. His name is Joel. He's the voice actor guy, and he's going to take you by the hand and step you through the simple process of setting your very own Victory book. Just before I introduce you, let me tell you the story of how this book came about. It was in 1982, and I became positively addicted to learning about success principles and trying to figure out why some people seem to be more successful than others. Why is it that two people could be born on the exact same day, the same hospital, live on the same street, have the same weather, end up going to the same school, same teachers, same president or prime minister, same opportunities, but of the two, one ends up struggling to keep a job and the other becomes a CEO of a multinational corporation. And what's the difference? And in my search to get this question answered, I ended up reading several hundred books on personal growth and success, and I learned about so many solid principles of success that have really served me. And on the topic of goal setting, I combined a few strategies in a very specific way that you're going to learn today. And I wrote out 20 personal goals, and I wrote them out on a legal sheet of paper, a large sheet of paper, and I just folded it in half and put those 20 goals in my home desk drawer. Now, fast forward a year, and I was cleaning out my home office desk drawer because I was moving into my brand new home that I had just purchased. And I found that folded piece of paper that I'd completely forgotten about. And when I unfolded that piece of paper and I started reading what I had written down over a year ago, I was shocked. I was shocked to realize that I had actually accomplished 19 of the 20 written goals. 19 of the 20 written goals that I had completely forgotten about, that I even wrote them down in the first place. So the goals that I had written down were not so small, like buying a bigger house and driving a luxury car and vacationing in Hawaii for 3 weeks and many, many more. But in that very moment, I jumped into my car to go buy a hardcover lined book. The books that are blank, they just have horizontal blue lines going and then maybe one line, a vertical line that's red going down the page. Can you imagine that? That was the book that I bought. Back then, this book cost me a whopping $5. And today, I'm certain you can probably buy the same type of book for $20, maybe even less. Well, that was the day that I made the decision to write new goals every single day. And I would now have a place to not only write my personal goals down, but I would even have, which is probably more important, I would never lose or misplace or forget my goals ever again. You see, this was a blank book and I would always know where my goals are. And it felt good just knowing that I would never lose or forget about my goals again. And I called this book my Victory book because it was where I was able to record and to keep track of my goals and keep a record of the victories that I'd accomplished. And so I would write victory every time I accomplished a goal or caught up to the goal that I had written down. I would write victory. The result? Well, in the first 10 years or so, I had written over 4,700 personal goals. I had accomplished almost 3,000 victories, of which that totally fascinated me, and it still does today. So what you're getting today on this first episode of the Victory Podcast is a simple step-by-step system that I used to develop over the last 33 years. This book is narrated by my Canadian friend, Joel, the voice actor guy. This system is suitable for children 8 years old up to 108 years old. And if you end up becoming a victory expert, and I'll show you how to do that, please consider helping others to learn how to set and get too many goals rather than too few. And you know why? Because goals are like magnets that will pull you forward into a greater, grander, and more amazing future. Not now, but right now. What you're about to hear next should be listened to over and over and over again. And if you'd like a free copy of the audiobook, just visit victorybook.com. You can even give away the Victory audiobook as a gift to people that you know, like, and trust, and they can use this information just like you. So with that, it is my pleasure to introduce you to the Victory Book, narrated by Joel, the Canadian voice actor guy. Over to you, Joel.
Turning dreams to reality. You need to have too many goals and dreams rather than too few. Goals are like magnets that pull you forward into a greater, grander, and more amazing future. victorybook.com. Victory Book, turning dreams to reality. If my dreams, goals, and victories are worth achieving, they are worth writing down. I understand I can be, do, and have anything, provided I write it down. Mark the date, your name, and signature. About Shane Morand. Shane Morand understands goal achieving and success. He has been an enthusiastic student of Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich principles since he was 19 years old. He became the Vice President of Sales and Marketing for a major printing firm in Ottawa, Canada, at the age of 25, and assisted with and helped streamline the launching of the world's first North American television network dedicated to success. Shane has worked directly with some of the industry's most high-profile speakers and trainers, including Anthony Robbins, Zig Ziglar, Jim Rohn, Les Brown, Dr. Mark Victor Hansen, to name just a few. In 2008, Shane co-founded an international, a global gourmet coffee company that sells its products through a network of independent distributors and has since become one of the most successful companies in the direct sales industry worldwide. From 0 to 1 billion in total sales in less than 5 years, impacting over 2.2 million families in 50-plus countries. In 2018, Shane was selected to join the prestigious advisory board of a kinetically charged, yield-bearing, physical gold and silver monetary system of shared economic wealth. He is the author of the Victory Book and has been recognized for numerous awards for his exemplary leadership performance, his influence on free enterprise, and was presented with the Global Business Mentorship Award. Welcome to your Victory Book. The fact that you have decided to begin your Victory Book indicates you have already experienced some success, and more importantly, you recognize your unlimited potential for future growth. The Victory Book concept assumes you have made your decision, and you are now ready to take responsibility for ensuring your personal victories now and in the days to come. The Victory Book does not contain a magic formula for producing wealth in every area of your life. However, it does provide you with some basic goal-setting strategies that are simple, yet powerful, and are certain to produce results in every area of your life. Through aggressive application of the following principles, you will realize your potential to manage and multiply your wealth, improve your relationships, and your health. You will learn how to build your career, be successful in your business, and so much more. In other words, you will realize you can be, do, and have anything you want, provided you write it down. This point is so important and vital that I will have to repeat it, and I strongly recommend you memorize this concept and repeat it to yourself over and over again. If my dreams, goals, and victories are worth achieving, they are worth writing down. I understand I can be, do, and have anything I want, provided I write it down. If you believe it with the depth of your being, the results you experience will depend on your personal commitment and on the belief you have developed in yourself. You will notice with practice your belief in yourself will grow bigger, better, and stronger every day, and you will soon realize your dreams or visions are possible to achieve under any circumstances. Your victory book explores in depth the attitudes and habits necessary for your personal success in every area of your life. Use your book as a motivational tool to help you achieve your dreams and goals related to your health, wealth, career, relationships, and any other area of your life you chose to improve. Important. You need to have too many dreams and too many goals rather than too few. Why? Because your dreams and goals are like magnets that will pull you forward into a greater, grander, and more amazing future. You may have never heard this before. What makes this different is I will encourage you to realize your dreams and goals are powerful, and they actually want you more than you want them. Make your decision and commitment to yourself that you will set as many goals, dreams as possible, and you will witness firsthand results that will happen to your life as you discover and build your very own victory book. How to use your victory book. Your victory book has been specifically designed for your convenience. Using your book requires a minimum amount of time in your personal schedule, which is most likely already crowded with commitments and responsibilities. Your victory book is where you will write your dreams and goals for the future. When you use your victory book systematically, it becomes a reference manual where you can review your accomplished victories and gain reinforcement for your ongoing goals. Let me repeat here one more time. The results you experience with your victory book will depend on your personal commitment and on the growing belief you develop in yourself. Always believe your victories are possible. Make commitments to yourself to follow the instructions, even if they seem too simple, and if at first you do not understand their purpose. If you give this systematic process a chance, you will be rewarded with success beyond your wildest dreams. Here's the good news. Once you master this simple formula, it will be yours forever, and you can take it with you wherever you go. The Victory Goal Setting Process. At the top of each page, you will notice a space for a date. Your very first task is to write down the date on each new page. Subsequently, you will notice at the top of each page is a pre-written goal that states, I have filled this page with goals on or before. The next step is to assign a target date for completion. This is always your first goal on every new page. In other words, you have two tasks at the beginning of every new page. Number 1, write the date. Number 2, set your date goal to fill the page. Once you have decided that you want to be, do, or have, you must write it down. Any time of the day or night, when you think of anything you would like to be, do, or have, you must write it down. As you think of new dreams and goals, be sure to write them down. I hope you are getting the idea by now. Visualize your most precious goals every morning when you wake up, and be sure you think about them before you fall asleep each night. If you require inspiration or ideas for new goals from time to time, be sure to refer to your Victory Book checklist, Turning Dreams to Reality. When writing down your personal goals, be sure to always use the 3 guiding principles I will introduce to you in the next few pages. When you use these 3 guiding principles, and then you realize or catch up to your goal, then you will reward yourself with a victory in the right-hand column. Be sure to reserve for yourself a minimum of 5 minutes per day to write in your victory book as many new goals and dreams as possible. Remember, these are personal goals and dreams for your future. Take your time to write them down. Continually add to your victory book. Review the goals you have written and celebrate all your victories by writing victory beside each goal and dream you have achieved, no matter how big or how small. Finally, be sure you teach others how they can also start their own victory book. It is suitable for people who are between 8 to 108 years of age. Please understand this. Since they are your personal goals and dreams, you do not have to share them with anyone, as they are in fact personal. Your victory book is easy to use, and its power will far exceed what you might expect. Daily exposure to your goals, dreams, and victories, whether you are writing or even reviewing them, brings you one of the most powerful learning techniques ever known: spaced repetition. The impact of the powerful principles of spaced repetition will work for you when you set up a program of regular daily review of your goals, dreams, and victories. Psychologists estimate that only after 6 to 21 exposures is an idea or strategy likely to be translated into action. It is in your best interest to review your goals, dreams, and victories at least 21 times. By beginning your victory book, you have made an incredible investment in yourself and in your future success and happiness. If you are like me, within a very short time, you will come to feel that no amount of money could ever replace the enormous value of the victory book. You could start off by writing general goals. Then, as you use your victory book, you will notice your thinking begins to crystallize in the area of goal setting. You will begin to record very specific goals, and most importantly, come to the realization of what it is you really want. Track your progress, record your victories, and learn from your setbacks. Appreciate what you are achieving, and most importantly, enjoy your fascinating process. The more concentrated attention you give to building your victory book, the more efficient and productive you will become. And always, and I mean always, remember to celebrate each victory. A message from the author. The most valuable part of your victory book is the part that you develop yourself. The structure of your victory book gives you the starting point for putting theory into practice, turning knowledge into skills, and most importantly, translating thoughts and attitudes into action and real results. The measure of your personal success will be largely determined by the goals and dreams you set and the actions you take to carry out your plans. To develop the necessary motivation to move towards your personal success, you must understand yourself and your needs, and then translate that understanding and those needs into goals and dreams. As you set more goals and dreams and continue to take more action, you'll become more goal-driven and achievement-motivated. You will systematically develop plans for transforming your personal goals and dreams into victories. As you begin to achieve your personal victories, you will develop your unlimited belief in yourself and in your ability to develop your future success. Make sure you continue to work at a speed that is in your own individual best interest. If your life is worth living, it's worth recording, and your victory book is the perfect habit that will help share your life. Cheers, and here's to the very best within you. Shane Moran, turning dreams to reality. 3 guiding principles. Your victory book is designed around 3 guiding principles, or the 3 P's: personal, present, positive. In other words, be personal, be present, and be positive. These 3 guiding principles must be evident in every goal and dream you write. There are no exceptions to this rule. When writing your goals and dreams, make sure all 3 principles are there. Guiding principle number 1, personal. All goals in your victory book are personal goals. Therefore, always begin the goal with I. The reason for this is you can never control someone else's behavior or what someone else may do, but you can control your own. 100% of your goals and dreams will begin with I. So, always start your goal with I. Examples. Victory goal. I read the book Think and Grow Rich. Wrong way goal. we read the book Think and Grow Rich. Victory goal. I have $10,000 in my bank account. Wrong way goal. Our bank account has $10,000 in it. Victory goal. I visited Hawaii for 2 weeks. Wrong way goal. We went to Hawaii for 3 weeks. Guiding principle number 2. Present. All goals in your victory book are written in the present tense, as though you have already accomplished and achieved it. The reason for this is that when you write your goal as though you have already accomplished it, you are sending a very powerful message to your subconscious mind. Apparently, your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between what is real and what is imagined. Be sure to always write your goals in the present tense. Victory goal. I attended Harvard University. Wrong way goal. I will be attending Harvard one day. Victory goal. I drive a Porsche sports car. Wrong way goal. I will drive a Porsche sports car. Victory goal. I am mortgage and debt free. Wrong way goal. I will be mortgage and debt free in 7 years. Guiding principle number 3. Positive. All goals and dreams in your victory book are positive. Therefore, always write them in a positive manner. Once again, when you write your goals and dreams in a positive manner, you are directing your subconscious mind to focus on what you want and not on what you do not want. Always write your goals and dreams in your victory book in a positive manner and focus on what you really want and not on what you do not want. Victory goal. I am a non-smoker. Wrong way goal. I don't smoke. Victory goal. I weigh 150 pounds. Wrong way goal. I lost 25 pounds. Victory goal. I have beautiful manicured nails. Wrong way goal. I don't bite my nails. Your victory book checklist. Your victory book checklist is where you will want to refer to from time to time when you need additional ideas or inspiration on new and exciting goals and dreams to set. Fortunately, your victory book can deal with the goals and dreams you would like to achieve in every area of your life. It is very important to achieve a balance in your life. If you achieve financial success, but in the process lose your health, your friends, and/or your family, you will only experience a hollow victory. If you achieve financial goals and neglect mental, spiritual, and ethical development, you will accumulate a fortune but find the money no longer serves your life purpose. Once again, the key here is to understand that you must set your goals and dreams in every area of your life, and this checklist will help make sure you achieve a level of balance. Your victory book checklist's purpose is to help give you ideas in the various areas of your life. You are encouraged to add this list if you can, and refer here often if you get stuck for new ideas. This list will get you started and ensure you begin achieving your goals, dreams, and victories with balance in mind. As you begin your victory book, challenge yourself to set goals and dreams in every area and watch what happens. Here's a clue. If you begin to feel happy, you are on the right track. Your victory book checklist. Health, exercise, humor, nutrition, mentors to learn from, family, say I love you, leave love notes, be a hugger, surprise your family often, read and discuss love books, look for love, it is everywhere. Financial, annual income, life insurance, bank accounts, art, antiques, collectibles, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, gold, silver, diamonds, digital currencies, business, real estate. spiritual. Read truth literature. Practice what you believe in. Discover who I really am. Discover my purpose. Yoga. Breathing. Music. Social. Who are the people I want to spend time with, play with, meet with, grow with, expand with? Write to high-quality people. Who are the people I want to be more like? Positive people. Mental. Closed eye visualization. Meditation. Yoga. Massages. Relaxation. Learning to go deeper. Outrageous. Write down any goal, dream, or idea, no matter how outrageous it may seem. Swimming with dolphins, rock climbing, parachuting, helicopter ride, walking on fire, meeting famous people, visiting exotic places. Things I like about me. Learning to love yourself is the basis for accepting anything good in your life. You could say all the affirmations you want, do the dances, and work through any of your blocks. But if you don't love yourself first and foremost, the work you are doing will fall on shallow ground. Learning to love you is the most important piece of an inner work and is the launching pad for your dreams to find you. Once you love yourself, you learn to be gentle with yourself and understand that you are perfect in the eyes of the universe, just as you are, which in turn allows you to grow and receive more of the benefits the universe holds in escrow for you. You are unique. You are powerful beyond imagination. You are a miracle. You are a genius. You are amazing. You know this is true, and yet we have never been taught to keep a running tab and an active list of these amazing qualities about yourself. Some people might have less trouble recalling positive things about themselves, but they might feel uncomfortable thinking about, talking about, or writing about the positive qualities they have. They might consider it as being conceited, arrogant, or stuck up to think about such things. Today is the day this will now change. In this section of your victory book, you'll begin your personal list of things you love about you. You could begin your list now and keep accumulating and growing this list every day, every week, and every month. And from year to year, you can keep growing this list of things you love about you. If you have children, you can teach them to use this section, as it is the fastest way known to increase self-esteem. Some people might struggle a lot to bring things to mind. This is because when we have low self-esteem, we have a tendency to only pay attention to negative things that confirm our negative view of ourselves. When we have low self-esteem, we hardly pay attention to the positive things we do, or positive qualities and positive comments we have from others. People, adults and children, who love themselves tend not to hurt themselves or participate in self-destructive behavior. Below are some examples. Remember, have fun with this. Don't start your list now. Start it right now. Number 1, I am funny. Number 2, I have a great sense of humor. 3, I love people. 4, I am passionate. 5, I am smart. 6, I make great decisions. I am happy and grateful. Love is everywhere. Love is always surrounding us. There are millions of things we can be happy and grateful for every day. Yet, sometimes we fall into the trap of only looking at things that are not perfect yet. By being grateful, we will treasure the things around us. You will learn to appreciate life in a better way, treat others better, and find yourself in a better mood every day. When you are thankful and grateful for the things you have, the universe tends to give you more of it because you appreciate it. Your heart is beating every second, and you never have to think about it. Your eyes can make over 10 million color distinctions, and you never have to think about it. You can hear beautiful music and generate feelings of love and happiness no matter what, when, or where. You know this is true, and yet we have never been taught to keep a running tab and an active list of all the things we are happy and grateful for. Today is the day this will now change. In the section of your victory book, you will begin your personal list of things you are happy and grateful for. Every day, take a few minutes to think about all the great things that you have in your life. Be grateful for having a roof over your head. Be grateful for having food on your table. Be grateful for your family, partner, and friends. Make a list of all the amazing things you have in your life. By doing this, you will start to appreciate the smallest of things. It's that simple, and it's great. You can keep accumulating to this special list and view it often and notice how you feel. You can begin your list now. Keep accumulating and growing this list every day, every week, and every month. And from year to year, you can keep growing this list of things you are happy and grateful for. If you have children, you can teach them to use this section, as it is the fastest way known to increase self-esteem. People, adults and children, who focus on things that are happy and grateful for tend not to hurt themselves or participate in self-destructive behavior. Below are some examples. Remember, have fun with this, and don't start your list now. Start it right now. Number 1, I am happy and grateful because I am loved today. 2, I am happy and grateful because the sun is shining. 3, I am happy and grateful because I have food to eat today. 4, I am happy and grateful because I have a nice bed to sleep in.
There you have it, your victory book. I certainly hope that this information has been a valuable investment of your time and that you get started on the road to recording your biggest victories. You know, the book that I originally purchased for $5, if you offered me today $1 million, I would not take the money. I'll keep the book. I'll keep my dreams. I'll keep my goals. And I highly recommend that you grab a free copy of the audiobook and listen to it over and over. As a matter of fact, I highly recommend you listen to it for 21 consecutive days and become a victory book expert yourself. Remember to add 90 days to today's date and write the word victory on your calendar or on your planner on that day. Just for a second, can you imagine on your 90th day from today how many goals you have already set and how many victories you will have already accomplished? And more importantly, how would this make you feel? So go ahead and write the word victory on your calendar or on your planner on the 90th day from today, because this is your victory day. And here's a clue as to how it's going to feel. Well, it's going to feel like victory. And this is the day that you must remember to celebrate. Celebrate whatever that means to you. So, you know, you might want to go out for dinner with people that you love, or you might want to reward yourself in a way that makes you feel special on your victory day. Which day? Once again, today's date plus 90 days. Write it down. Put a victory on it. You can do this. All right. And if you believe this episode was a great investment of your time, then and only then I kindly ask for your help. Please pass this episode on to the one person that comes to your mind that would most appreciate this information most, and you become the victory expert. It won't take long. As a matter of fact, if you remember to celebrate 90 days from now, you are the victory expert. On next episode, we're going to begin a multi-episode journey on a topic that you probably think about every day, or at least most people do. And the topic I'm talking about is the topic of money. And more specifically, we're talking gold. Yes, gold. I promise over the next few episodes, just stick with me and you may never think about money the same way again. And although it's true, and I hear you, that money isn't everything. I hear you. But in the world that we're living in today, money's right up there with oxygen. On future episodes of the Victory Podcast, we'll also be introducing you to topics like the future of health, Internet of Things. We're going to be talking about skilled gaming, marketing, passive income, personal growth, and so much more. And so I look forward to this journey with you. This is why we're doing this, so that you could learn how to fire your boss, move to paradise, and get paid to help change the world. Just think about that. So is this a good investment of your time? See you next time on the Victory Podcast. And now, make today your best day ever. Bye for now.
Thanks for listening to the Victory Podcast with Shane Morand. Be sure to subscribe now to be notified about new episodes in real time. If you haven't yet downloaded your free Victory audiobook, visit victorybook.com.